Los Angeles. Put my kufi on. I think I want to wear kufi today. There we go. Y'all like that better, ladies? Y'all like the kufi? Where my queens at? My Ifa Tunde queens at? We gonna pull up in Leimert Park in a little bit. Take some pictures under the sun with the queens. No weapon formed against me, family. No weapon formed against the prince. No ice, no rice, no spice, no sand, no salsa. I gotta come back to Amsterdam. Where my Amsterdam and Rotterdam Africans over there in the Netherlands? No more Black Pete in the Netherlands, y'all hear me? No more Black Pete in the Netherlands. We not playing that. My Holland Africans, my Netherlands Africans, no more Black Pete. I don't want to hear about no more Black Pete in Amsterdam and Rotterdam. Black men, we got to stand up now. Our manhood is being questioned and undermined. We got to reassert ourselves. The divine masculinity of the unapologetically African alpha male must show itself. The divine masculinity of the unapologetically African alpha male must show itself. Where my South Africans at? Where my Zulu Africans and my Xhosa Africans and my Swazi Africans? My Bahamian Africans, my Haitian Africans, my St. Louis Africans, my Louisville, Kentucky Africans, my Cincinnati, Ohio Africans. Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. My Memphis Africans, my Ghanaian, with my fellow citizens of Ghana. If you need to reach me, my fellow citizens of Ghana, you can email me at Dr. Umar Ghana, DRUMARJGHANA, DRUMARGHANA at Yahoo. But that's only if you live in Ghana. My Puerto Rican Africans. I got an invitation to Puerto Rico. I'm going to be pulling up in Puerto Rico real soon. My Puerto Rican Africans, but when I come to Puerto Rico, if you don't identify as African, don't be trying to take no picture with me. You feel me? I love my Puerto Rican African family, but some of y'all hate your black blood. If you hate your black blood, when I pull up in Puerto Rico, don't take no picture. I only want Puerto Rican Africans who are proud of their Puerto Rican African ancestry. I said I only want to take pictures when I get to Puerto Rico. I only want to take pictures with Puerto Rican Africans who are proud of their Puerto Rican African ancestry. If you're not proud of it, then there's no need for us to take that photo. Real rap. Real rap. I love my Puerto Rican African queens. I dated a couple Puerto Rican African queens. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Let's do some tap-ins while I'm waiting for my ride. Who tapping in first? Let's do a couple tap-ins. Who tapping in? Who tapping in? Oh, it's going to be crazy in Puerto Rico. Lord have mercy. We going to the beach. Wait till y'all see them Puerto Rican beach pics. Lord have mercy. My Boricua Africans, are you ready? My Boricua Africans, are you ready? Where my Boricua Africans at? My Puerto Rican African sisters, we taking our pictures on the beach. Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Where do you see them Puerto Rican photos? Lord have mercy with the RBG flags. It's going to be crazy. Who tapping in one time? Black Queens forever, Snow Bunnies never. Who tapping in? Tap in. I'm ready for the tap-ins. Where the tap-ins at? Where the tap-ins at? I didn't say Puerto Rican cookies, my brother. Respect this. We have to respect the sacredness of the African woman's vagina. No, I'm going to go real rap. Real rap. We must respect the sanctity and the sacredness and the divinity of the black woman's vagina. We must do that. Because if I look back, the situation I'm going through right now, brothers, I'm talking to my unapologetically African anti-snow bunny males right now. I'm talking to my unapologetically African anti-snow bunny males. The situation I'm going through right now is because at that time, 14 years ago and 23 years ago, I did not have the respect for the sacredness of the black woman's vagina like I should have. And the universe punished me for it. I'm being honest right now, family. Black queens, are you with me? I can admit to the black woman right here, right now in Los Angeles, the reason I'm going through what I'm going through is 14 years ago and 24 years ago, I didn't have the level of respect for the black woman's vagina that I have now. So I know that this is karma. This is karma. Even though I was done wrong, I could have never been done wrong if I didn't do wrong. Let me say it again. If I would have made better decisions, black men, young kings, listen to me, young kings. Listen to me, young kings. I don't want you to go through what I'm going through. I don't want you in a situation where your babies are kept from you because you didn't wife out. I don't want that. So you must respect the sacredness of your Shango stick. Did y'all hear what I said? I'm not going to respond to the silly questions in the chat because a lot of these questions were already answered in previous lives. So I'm not going to respond to you. Go watch my previous lives. Silly questions like, did you go to court for custody? That's a silly question. That's a silly question. Of course I went to court for custody. But if you don't obey the custody order, custody don't mean nothing. If you don't obey the custody order, custody don't mean nothing. But I want to stay where I am right now. I want to stay where I am. I don't want the beta male brigade to distract me from what I'm saying because I'm confessing my sins before the African woman. I'm confessing my sins before the throne of the divine African feminine. And the reason I can confess my sins at the throne of the divine African feminine is because I have such a great relationship with my mother, and I had great relationships with my grandmothers. You see, so I'm protected by divine feminine and divine masculine energy. See, if I didn't have the relationship with my mother and my grandmothers that I had, rest in peace to my grandmothers, I'd be calling my baby mamas all kind of bees, and I'm not, no crash out. No crash out. No crash out. Because of my great relationship with women and with my mother, and that I had with my two late grandmothers, that's why I don't crash out over this. I know black women can behave better. I know that. I'm just confessing that back then, before I became the prince, before the world would know my name, see, both of my babies were conceived before I blew up. That was divine design. That was divine design. And I'm going to say that was divine design for two reasons. I believe the universe brought me my children before I blew up for two reasons. I needed to learn the lesson of respect for the black woman's vagina before I became King Kong. Because if this would have happened after I blew up, see, these situations are pre Prince of Pan-Africanism. These situations are pre September 18th, 2010. So the universe needed me to experience this before I came to the world, because if I would have made those mistakes in front of the world, I would have had to vacate my throne. I would have had to get off the throne. So the universe knew that he got some spiritual growth that he needs to get done. So we're going to give him these babies before he blow up, and we're going to let him suffer the pain of his bad decisions. We're going to let him suffer the pain of his bad decisions before we put him out before the world. So both princesses of Pan-Africanism were conceived before the ancestors put me before the world, because I wasn't ready yet. Could you imagine if this would have happened after I blew up? It would be holy hell. So my daughters were conceived before I blew up. And so I've learned my lesson now. I've been learned it. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I believe I'm on my way to Leimert Park. My Los Angeles Africans, if you're trying to see King Kong, Leimert Park, 2 to 5. Leimert Park, 2 to 5. LA, I'm in the building. I need me some green smoothies. I need me a nice salad. I want to eat healthy. I need to eat healthy as we get ready for this Ogun eclipse. Sister Doris going twice. Sister Doris, you not tapping in? Who tapping in? Who tapping in? Mm. Selma, Alabama, are you ready? Huntsville, Alabama, are you ready? HBCU FAMU, Tallahassee Africans, are you ready? Selma, Alabama Africans, are you ready? Huntsville, Alabama I look good in green, Sister Katie the Oracle. Kay the Oracle. I wear green for Ogun, and I wear green for Orun Mila. I wear green for Orisha Ogun, and I wear green for Orun Mila. I also wear green for the green in the red, black, and green flag, and I wear green for the green in the Ghanaian flag with my fellow citizens of Ghana. We're my fellow citizens of Ghana. If you need the flyer for Selma or Huntsville, Alabama, text my cell. Hey, Sister Tashia Noel, I see you beautiful, looking all butter almond, looking all butter pecanish. If you need the flyer, you can text my cell, 215-989-9858, 215-989-9858. Hey, Sister Ladidra. Hey, Sister Ladidra, how you doing with that beautiful cinnamon skin? Black women are so beautiful. How could you bunny hop? How could you bunny hop? How could you take the ice over the bronze? How could you take the rice over the gold? How could you take the sand over the cinnamon? How could you take the salsa over the fudge? How could you take the spice over the chocolate, brothers and sisters? Only a beta male would ask that question. Where my Burundi Africans at? I haven't been invited to Burundi yet. I haven't been invited to Botswana yet. I haven't been invited to Madagascar yet, Tanzania yet. Black queens forever. Snow bunnies never. Are you Christian? I'm African. How's that? Why do you want to identify Africans by their religion first? What is wrong with you, Negro? Why do you want to identify God's chosen people by a religion? Why? We're older than Christianity. We're older than Islam. We're older than the Hebrew tradition. Why do you want to identify us by something that we are much older than? You didn't see me with a bunny last night, my brother. That's a lie. Y'all going around, y'all going around telling people I got babies by snow bunnies. Why y'all gotta lie? Somebody said I had a baby by a rice bunny. Somebody said I had a baby by a salsa bunny. Somebody said I had a baby by. Where the baby mamas? Can we get some proof? Can we at least establish the need for evidence? Can we at least establish the need for evidence, brothers and sisters? Zero. I'm going to send you to the block party. South Carolina Queens. I see you real someday, mom. I see you real someday, mom, looking all butter almond. My message for today is I need black men to understand your Shango stick is a divine weapon. I need black men to understand that your Shango stick is a divine weapon and it can cut both ways. I said your Shango stick is a divine weapon and it can cut both ways. Are y'all listening to me, alpha males? Your Shango stick is a divine weapon and it can cut both ways. It can build a nation or it can destroy a kingdom. She said, what is the Shango stick? Sister, if you don't know what the Shango stick is, I can't tell you. If you don't know what the Shango stick is, I can't tell you. But my dear brothers, the Shango stick can build you or destroy you. Make sure you are respecting the power that the Creator has given us. Make sure you are respecting the power. That Shango power is a very powerful thing. You got to be a man to use it right. That Shango power. That Be careful where you go digging. Be careful where you cutting. You must use wisdom to properly regulate your Shango energy. Black queens forever. Snow bunnies never. We got some super zest monsters in the chat, but we're going to ignore because I think most of them represent Neanderthal Nation. We have some super zest monsters in the chat, but we're going to ignore them because I think most of them are representing Neanderthal Nation. We have some super zest monsters in the chat, but we're going to ignore them because I think most of them are representing Neanderthal Nation. We have a bumblebee, Oshun. You said that's not the Neanderthals doing that? That's the Kunocracy? Well, I don't know if it's the Kunocracy or Neanderthal Nation. I don't know if it's the Kunocracy or Neanderthal Nation. I don't know if it's the Kunocracy or Neanderthal Nation, but I wish they cut it off. I wish they cut it out. Okay? All super zest monsters, please exit the live. I do not support the lifestyle at all, and I make no excuse. All super zest monsters, exit the live. Exit the live. You're a part of the KKK, King Kong Consciousness community? You said you're a part of the KKK, sir? The King Kong Consciousness community? You said you're part of the KKK, sir. Did you mean the King Kong Consciousness community? That is super zest monster. Where the bounce back kid at? Did I tap you in? Bounce back kid.
Wait, is this real?
It's real, my sister. Where you at in the world?
Oh my gosh.
Where you at in the world, my queen?
I'm in Puerto Vallarta and I wanted to see
Puerto
you
Vallarta country. What country? Mexico. Puerto Vallarta. That means I need to come to Puerto Vallarta. We got to set that.
Listen. I just left Long Beach yesterday. I was trying to get tickets to go see you. I can't believe I'm on.
Could have pulled up. You didn't need no tickets, my queen. You could have pulled right on up.
I have to come back to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico.
Okay.
This is my pit stop. I'm going to Ghana.
Okay.
I went to Ghana last year, my first time.
Okay. Okay, you visiting Ghana or you relocating to Ghana?
No, I always say this is my pit stop, Mexico. I want to move to Ghana because I visited Ghana for the first time last year.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Now where
God.
Are in Mexico, is that a black community there?
There's a black community here, yes.
Okay, now I
actually started one. I started one. It's called Melanin in Mexico, Puerto Vallarta. It's a Facebook group.
Now, do we have any of the indigenous Mexican Africans, or are most of them Africans from America? Or
there's a lot of expats, but I will tell you this: when I first moved here, I met someone who was indigenous, black. She was from Guadalajara, and I learned a lot about her culture.
Wow.
But President Claudia, she says that she wants people to honor that they're the indigenous African people here.
Wow.
So we'll see. We'll see. So
I'm
shaking. I cannot believe.
What part of Ghana are you going to be hitting up?
Well, I went to Accra.
Okay.
I went to Elmina. So it was beautiful because I had a tour guide. Transportation. I'm actually shout him out. Nana Preston. He took us just instead of not just Accra, but he took us all around. We went to the dungeons. I don't like to call them castles. There's nothing castle about them. They're dungeons. So we went to Elmina. The walk, the river. I can't think of the name right now. You know, I'm excited. But we went all around.
Did y'all go to Asin Mansu, the Slave River?
Yes, the Slave River. I have a picture standing in my all white.
Okay.
Return to home. Yep. So.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh my God, this is definitely my ancestors because I was telling, I was saying like I really am sad that I was gonna miss you because I love you, and then the fact that you accepted my, I'm like I'm stunned. So I really appreciate it.
No problem, Queen. No problem. Thanks for send me a message so we can link up. Because
Definitely,
I'm in citizenship, so I'm going to be doing some big things in Ghana really
yes.
soon.
I'm working on my citizenship too. I'm not my citizenship, my residency for 5 years.
Okay.
Oh
Well, keep me.
my gosh.
No
Okay, thank you.
problem. God bless.
All right, take
All right.
care.
Bye
Bye.
bye. The Conscious Singles Convention is coming together real nice. The Conscious Singles Convention is coming together real nice. The Conscious Singles Convention is coming together real nice. I want all my sisters to recognize how that sister I just spoke with had her own natural hair and she was still drop dead gorgeous. I want all my weave, wig, and perm wearing sisters. No disrespect. I love all y'all. I love all of you. Whether you natural or processed, I love you. Whether you organic or artificial, I love you. Whether you are an organic queen or an artificial queen, I love you. But I want you to recognize how beautiful that sister was with her own short natural hair. I'm leading a movement of black women going natural. We're going to have an all natural hair show at the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. Oh, yes. We're going to have a conscious singles convention weekend. It's going to be a conscious singles convention weekend with the African fashion show, natural hair show. It's going to be crazy off the hook. It's going to be crazy off the hook. But if you ever bunny hopped, male or female, you're not invited. If you ever bunny hopped, male or female, you're not invited. If you ever bunny hopped, male or female, you're not invited. I'm checking my text messages. There's a nice event for sisters going on in LA today. Slide through, not too far from Africa Town. Okay, there's a Black Women Are Divine. I might have to pull up before we go to Leimert Park. There's an event for black women in Los Angeles today. Crenshaw Mall. It's at Norman Houston Park, 4800 South La Brea. Norman Houston Park, 4800 South La Brea. Today from 11 until 4. Black Women Are Divine. From 11 until 4. Food, music, performances, healing, children's villages. Parking shuttle available at the Crenshaw Mall. But the event is at the Norman Houston Park. Let me see how far away that is. 4800 South La Brea. The Norman Houston Park. 20, let's see. All set. Hey, Brandy, I think we're going to pull up, Brandy. I'm going to the ladies' event first. I'm going to the ladies' event first so I can confess my sins against divine feminine energy. I'm going to the ladies' event first so I can confess my sins to divine feminine energy, take some pictures with my beautiful African Los Angeles queens. I think we might pull up to the ladies' event before we go to Leimert Park. Sam Houston Park first and then Leimert Park second. Sam Houston Park first and then Leimert Park second. Oh, yes. King Kong is in Los Angeles. Let's do what we do. King Kong is in Los Angeles. Norman Houston Park. Norman Houston Park, 11 to 4. If you're a black woman in Los Angeles, if you're a black woman in the Los Angeles, Southern California area, make sure you go to Norman Houston Park about 4 o'clock today for the Black Women Are Divine. Make sure you go to the Norman Houston Park today from 11 to 4, all black queens in the Los Angeles area. Please come back. Yesterday was not enough. Thank you, Brooklyn Nat. Thank you, Brooklyn Nat, with your little sexy butter pecan, sweet peanut butter looking self. Is this Negro Muslim? First of all, I'm not a Negro. And second of all, religion don't matter. It's about being African. I don't care what your religion is. It's about being African. We are African family first. Hashtag AFF. African family first, not religion first. I could give a damn about how you pray. That's your business. I said African family first. No weave over here, Sister Letitia. I almost thought you were Snow Bunny, Letitia. I was going to say, what is a Snow Bunny making weave comments for? My apologies, my beautiful African lemonade sister. I thought that was a Snow Bunny making weave comments. But that's my beautiful African lemonade sister, Letitia. England, I'm coming back to England. Where my Luton Africans and my Birmingham and Manchester Africans and my Bristol Africans. God is bigger than religion. Thank you, Jezebel Slayer. Thank you, Jezebel Slayer. When are you going to North Africa? What am I going to North Africa for? Help me out. North Africa has been colonized by the Sand people. What do you want me to go to North Africa for? North Africa has been colonized by the Sand people. Why do you want me to go to North Africa? Zimbabwe. I haven't got an invitation. I did get an invitation to Zimbabwe, but they never followed through. I'll see my black Canadian Africans Malcolm X birthday week. Toronto, are you ready? Montreal, are you ready? Nova Scotia, are you ready for the Malcolm X week? King Kong Consciousness Tour, north of the border. Eritrea, send the invitation. My Eritrean Africans, my Tanzanian queens, send my Hawaiian Africans. I'm still waiting on that Hawaii invitation. I'm still waiting on that Hawaii invitation. You know how I get down with Detroit. You know how I get down with Detroit. You ain't even got to say nothing if you in Detroit. You ain't even got to say nothing if you in Atlanta. You ain't even got to say nothing if you in New York City. You ain't even got to say nothing if you in Chicago. You ain't even got to say nothing if you in Dallas, Fort Worth. You ain't even got to say nothing if you in Baltimore. You know how we get down. You ain't got to say nothing if you in Memphis. Come to Pennsylvania. I live in Pennsylvania. I'm the Prince of Pennsylvania. We need a Pan-African conference. Yes, we do. I got to bring all Pan-Africanists together. Miami Africans, come to Tallahassee for the HBCU FAMU Black Psychology Conference. Miami Africans, come to Tallahassee for the HBCU FAMU Black Psychology Conference.